Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sim Racing Alliance. It's season 13. We are starting out tonight strong.
As they do go side by side. It is the formation lap almost done. They will look, all eyes to the lights. That's going to be an amazing start.
And we have a crash in turn 1 already. What's going on?
On to the bus stop straight. Goes for it around the outside.
More contact behind. That is huge. A couple of gainers in that one.
She's given it everything. She has to. I'm not sure that it's over yet, though.
This is the last opportunity. We're off and away for SRA.
Hello, everyone. This is exciting. Oh man, it's coming down too. Oof. This is gonna be rough for the silver drivers. Oh man. Oh no. Everyone's here. I'm talking to myself again.
Nobody, yeah, I know, right? Okay, now my microphone should be on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, I hope. Let's see. Am I on? Check. Give me a second.
There we go. Someone said there we go.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right.
Oh man.
And we got some times coming in right now. Witt, we have Witt and Watt, P1 and P2. That's not going to be confusing at all.
Not at all. Witt and Watt. Nolan Witt with a 153.425, and then Zach Watt with a 153.720. And then as far as other people coming through,
that seems like pretty reasonable times for the conditions.
Exactly. So that means everybody missed out my cool little intro. So this is SRA Season 14, Division 5, Round 5, Hungaroring. It's wet, and it's coming down like crazy. You got the Pip in there with my buddy, Mr. Adam Santana. And we're going to have a fun time today.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. This is one of my favorite tracks. It can be tricky in the dry, even more so in the wet, but I think our drivers are up to the challenge.
I think so too, man. The last where we left off was where were we? Forget where we were.
Spa.
Oh, that's right. It was Spa. It's a pretty good race. There was a little bit of a demolition derby going on, but it was okay. I liked it.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily just only in D5. That seemed to kind of be par for the course across the league, but you'll have these things.
Yeah, it happens. But anyways, how are you doing, sir? How's everything going with you?
I'm doing great. Was sad to miss the last round. I wasn't feeling too well, but you and Matt were great as always. So it was nice to be able to take the night off, and I had a sore throat and got to rest that. So yeah, it's nice having extremely capable hands to cover.
All the time. Yeah, it was kind of fun here with Matt Anderson. We had a ton of fun. I mean, I know I did. But yeah, you didn't miss out too much. We did have a bunch of contenders. As far as standings and stuff like that goes, we'll bring them up as we get there. But what else? What else can we update people with?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like it was a quiet week with the off week. I mean, we had the Suzuka Big Grid race last weekend. Sadly, I had to back out at the last minute. I had plans come up, but it seemed like a really good time from what I saw on the Discord.
Ah, yes. Very good. Very good. And then right now we're going to go on board with Roger Dismukes right now because he is a 1.3 up on his time. So he's got a 155.670. That put him at a 154.3 if he gets it all settled down good and right, you know?
Yeah. Really good wheel a little bit there, but really clean. And I think let's stay on board here. We can, or with someone, so we can get a lap.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go with Roger Dismukes.
Turn one with the hairpin, then a little kink there, but going to turn two, another hairpin. One of my favorite things about this track is, and I know it, some people don't, is that you have a lot of repeating radius corners. So like those double hairpins, you kind of have the same there at the end of the lap. And then here, ooh, a little too much curb there on the outside, but not too bad. This is where things really start to get tricky there with the exit turn 4, making sure you keep it clean and don't extend off the track. And then here, the turns just don't stop coming. The chicane is tricky. You really kind of have to sell on the entrance to get a good exit, and then here you have to start thinking 1 or 2 corners ahead, because if you get one of these wrong, you're getting them all wrong the rest of the way.
Yeah, that is true. It is a rhythm track, so the rhythm does kind of mess you up, and it does bite you in the end. Yeah,
as well as, you know, the exit turn 4 in there, I believe, is turn 11. Very easy to get track cut warnings, probably even more so in the wet, so that's something that our drivers are going to have to be careful of. And then here we go, as we were saying earlier in the lap, with the back-to-back hairpins. As you'll see, this one kind of mirrors 2, and the previous one before that's not really similar to 1, but it somewhat is. You can kind of take different lines through all 4 of the hairpins. Or all 5, I guess, because we have turn 5 is also almost a hairpin.
Yeah, you can gain a ton of time on that last turn too. It's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, you can drive it in really deep and brake late, or you can brake early and take a wider line and carry some more speed through. It's a really challenging and interesting corner to get right. Ooh, Santos
very true. There we go. Pip's all working nice and well all again.
Yeah, looking great. Yeah, and we are coming to the end of our silver driver, so anyone who hasn't crossed the line, this will be their final lap. And our gold drivers are exiting the pits.
Yeah, and right now we're going to Zach Watt right now because he's about halfway through the course right now, and he's going to be putting in another time. He has not improved at all yet. He's down 0.6 right now, so he's going to be one of the first ones after crossing the 10-minute mark to cross the line, and we'll see where he gets up to. He's about 9/10 down. Nolan Witt is already out of it, so Nolan Witt is not going to be pressuring Mr. Watt for that P1 in the silvers. But let's see what you got, Mr. Zach Watt. As he comes across the line, he does not do any better. Still is at a 152.367. And then we have the 727 of Mark Allen going into the pits.
Yeah, then we have Watt, Witt, and Allen all getting into the 52s. Those times are probably going to stand pretty well, I think. But we'll see where our gold drivers have. It looks like they're going to get a little bit lucky, and the heavier rain is not going to affect them, but it could affect us going into the race. So we'll see.
Yeah, and then the last of the silver is going to be Mr. Michael Santos. He's in the number 203 McLaren there, as we see it coming across the last turn here. He is at a 153.747, and that is good enough for a 153.575. Good enough for 5th place, sir. Good job. And now we got all the other guys coming through. Roger Rodriguez is about to start his lap because he did his out lap now. And now we're ready to roll.
Yeah, interesting so far, and I don't know if this will be indicative of what we're going to see, but BMW, Lamborghini, BMW, Lamborghini in the top 4. So we'll see what our, if we have any, oh yeah, we have some BMWs in the gold, but no Lamborghinis. So we'll see if that's a car thing or maybe it's just a driver thing.
Might be a car thing, might be a driver thing, but very interesting.
I'll tell you,
nonetheless.
yeah, I think the best races I've had at the Hungaroring were in the BMW, so, but that was also like 2 full updates ago, so who knows. Ooh, a little too deep there into the first part of the chicane.
Oh man, doing a little rough there.
Honestly, for the amount of rain that we have and as well as the track looks like it is, I mean, I think I saw 1 yellow flag during the silver qualifying, and I don't even know if that was a spin or anything. Could have been just someone stopping to return the garage or something like that. So qualifying's been very clean so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many wrecks, so that is true. I kind of wanted like at least 1 or 2. Sadly.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it's just the extra week of practice that people could have put in, or, you know, who knows? I mean, anytime you're in the way, you just kind of expect that to happen more. So for it to be clean is impressive.
Correct.
Oh, right to the top for Roger Rodriguez.
He's a 152.097. He goes up
Almost
faster.
Yeah. Fantastic lap.
Jeez. And then, who else do we have? Let's go with the 103 here. The 103 of Ryan Clark as he comes by in the Ferrari. What's that good enough for? Puts him up in the 7th place with a 153.512. And then as we go on board the 770 of Neil Leader as he crumbs across the last turn here in the office space Ferrari. What's he got? Good enough for 14th with a 153.730. So Roger Rodriguez in the gold, holding it down with a 152.097, and Zach Watt in the silver, taking up P2 with a 152.367. So a couple tenths separating them. Let's see what other gold drivers can do.
Yeah, and getting 5 gold drivers into the top 10 on their first lap is, I don't think that bodes too well for some of our silver drivers still in the top 10, but I think a few are going to hang on, but we'll see as they build more heat in their tires and get more confidence in the track. We'll see how many other gold drivers can climb up there.
Very true, sir.
Ooh, I'm gonna hop to him on the pip, but Katoira is 1.3, 1.4, almost 1.5 up. Oh, lost a little bit. And they should be crossing the line. Hops up to P2. And Rodriguez went faster at 51.8. Oh my goodness.
That guy's just smoking it today.
He's already 3/10.
Yeah, he's gained 3/10.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Let's go on board with the 960 of Corey Colt right now. He's in 17th as he crosses the line. Where does he go? Still 18th place. 770 of Neil Leader comes across again, and he goes up into 14th. Very good times, very good times. And then we go back to Roger Rodriguez, who's up 5/10 now. So he's at 151.8. And
he just gained 3/10 there.
He's up 6/10 now.
He is feeling it.
Yeah. What more do you want, sir?
Oh, man.
Crazy stuff happening today.
Oh, Couture was about 4/10 up and lost it all. Obviously wouldn't have been enough with what Rodriguez is doing right now, but
yeah,
been a huge onboard Vienna Ma in the pip, who is half a second up.
And Roger Rodriguez crosses the line and comes in at a 151.610.
He only improved by 2/10. What a slouch.
And right now, we're on with Corey Mummery, who's up 9/10 right now. He's in 14th. He's up now a second, almost a second. He's at a 53.5, so that would put him at a 52.5.
That get him in the top 5, I think.
Yeah, and he's not using the windshield wipers, so this must be a hack, you know?
He could be a bonnet driver.
Yeah, bonnet driver.
I'm gonna guess that's probably that, or he's decided to have the rain turned off, which you can do.
Yeah, you can have the rain turned off on your windshield wiper. You just have to go into the what was that file?
It's one of the config files.
Yeah.
Mummery, yeah, up to P5.
Yep, P5. That's what you get for not putting the rain on. I'm just
Let's
playing,
go.
I don't know. I'm just putting stuff into the fire right now for no reason.
I was gonna say, let's go with bonnet driver before we start throwing stones.
I want to go with bonnet driver. Oh, man. And then back on to Roger Rodriguez. Right now, he's at a minute left.
Man, I know we started just a second late, but this is flying by.
Yeah, this is about a minute left here, 50 seconds left to put in your lap times here. So who else do we want to take a look at? Aaron Kovac is up 4/10 right now. Mr. Rodriguez goes into the pits. He's done.
Yeah,
he said, I'm good.
He's saying, oh, big swap. That was nice.
A big one.
No panic at all. He just held it and just let it rip.
That's Aaron Kovac for you. So, as it stands, Mr. Roger Rodriguez has got a 151.610, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to be touching it. But Neil Leader, right now, he's in the 770. He's up 8/10. Aaron Kovac, who we're on board with, he's up 5/10 right now, down to 4. And as he crosses the line, where does he go? Up into P8. Perfect.
Good lap.
We got the number 960 of Corey Colt. He's up 2/10. He's in 18th. Where does he go? Stays in 18th. Man, the 770 of Neil Leader, 1.2 up right now. Bam!
Whoa!
Second position.
Wow.
152.135. Way to go, Neil Leader.
Huge. That was like 1.2 seconds. That's right at crunch time. I mean, that's fantastic lap.
That's a thing of beauty. And now, a couple people still out there. We got the number 103 who's about to cross the line, and then the 164 and the 185. But Ryan Clark here, what does he do? Is he good for anything? And that is it for him. He stays in 10th. The 164 of Steven Pellerin. He's in the Aston. He's in the 164. He's up 2/10. And behind him is the 189. I believe that's 185.
Yep, Kovac.
Of Kovac. And the only person that's up right now is Mr. Steven Pellerin.
Yeah, last two cars on track.
Yeah. They want it. They want it. 410.
He's tracking incredibly. Oh no!
Yeah, he lost. No way. He got it back.
He's gonna gain. He's gonna gain.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Get more.
Get it.
He's
Get
gonna
it.
get himself in his couple positions. No, he lost. He got one. He got one.
He got a position. He's up in the 13th. Heck yeah, buddy. And then the 185 crosses the line and he's in 9th. We'll be right back. We're going to throw it to the sponsors.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
All right, and we're back. We're just going to give you a quick couple standings right now. I'm going to give you the 1 through 5 right now. Edward Ryan's up in first place in Division 5. Fernando Torres in second. Brad Garman's in third. Riley Greer is in fourth. Neil Leader in fifth. That is what they come down through for the top 5. And then for the team standings, top 5, you got G5 Racing, who's in first. Potato Performance in second. Plan E Racing in third. Championship Motorsports in fourth, and then the Tones in 5. And now let's go out to the grid. And right now, this is how they stand. But give me 1 second. All right, so as we said, in 29th place right now, we got Emil Garcia in the 253, getting it. Then we got in 28th place, we got Luis Galvez, who's in the 849. Then we got Finjan, who's in the pit, starting in the pit.
Finjan and Stern starting for the pits.
Yeah, Finjan and Stern starting in the pits. And then Ramon Lorenzo, who's in 25th place. And then we got Alan Long, who's in 24th. And 23rd is Mr. Connor Farrell. Then we got Cameron Beeson, who's in 22nd. Brian Banks in 21st. Andrew Dongbalo is in P20. And then 19th is Roger Dismukes. P18 is Dan Thibodeau. 17th is Corey Colt. Michael Santos is in P16. 15th is Shane Lewis. Ooh, that's a good team up right there. P15 and 16. P14, we got Anthony Lombardo. P13, we got Steven Pellerin. P12, we got Brad Garman. And then in P11, we got Mark Allen. P10, your top 10, Ryan Clark. Aaron Kovacs in P9. In P8, we got Vienna Ma. Edward Rhines in P7. We got Corey Mummery in P6. We got Nolan Witt in P5, and he is the start of your top 5. Then we got Zach Watt, Mr. Zach Watt in 4th place. Fernando Catoria in 3rd. Mr. Neil Leader with that awesome last lap to put in. He's in 2nd. And then Roger Rodriguez is P1. And that is how they're going to start off today.
That's fantastic. And we are lining up.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time, man. Everybody's got to do a pit stop. We got 60 minutes of rain. Did Guerrero make the race tonight? Yes, he did. Is Ryan Clark the most goated Ferrari driver of all time, says Tristan. I am not sure, sir. I'm not sure.
It's between him and Michael Schumacher, so I mean, take your pick.
You go. And let's get ready to roll. Race 5, Hungaroring. We are off. We are a green. Roger Rodriguez takes 1st place. He has a good, healthy lead. Neil Leader being attacked by Mr. Fernando Catoria on the inside, and also Zach Watt on the inside as they come down to turn 1.
I really like that by, I believe that was Witt, who had it 3 wide and backed out of it. That was very, very good understanding of where he was at.
I like this. This is new for D5. We are doing good. We are into turn number 2, and everybody is still doing a good job of staying out of each other. Zach Watt right there going up the inside and taking that position from Nolan Witt, and Nolan Witt spins out and goes off.
Ooh.
He just catches that everybody else is going crazy there. Let us go to P1. P1's got a healthy lead. P2 and P3 here are battling it out. Who else do we have in the back? Let us go to the TVs. And there you go. On the pip, the little lower right-hand side of the screen, you can see the replay.
A little too much curb, but held his brakes and luckily didn't go back onto the racing line.
That was very, very good. That's awesome, man. Great racecraft there.
Yeah.
Everybody got around him.
Yeah, that inside curb will kill you, and he just kind of got forced down there, unfortunately, and that's just what happens. That curb, it's a killer.
Yeah. And right now, Roger Rodriguez up to a 2.3 lead on Fernando Catoria on P2, and then behind him, 1.6 is Neil Leader. Edward Ryan is in P4, and he's being chased down by Vienna Ma right now. We're on board with Vienna Ma as we go through the last turn here. Oh, and it looks like somebody else spun out in the back there. That, I believe, was
Garmin. I'll catch it in the pip.
Oh, no. And if you check it out in the pip there, that's what ends up happening.
Just got barely tagged by, I wasn't sure who that was.
I'm not either, sir, but I will look for his name and I will put it up on the big screen for you, sir. The number 806. Here's your big screen moment here. That is the 806 of Brad Garman, and I believe that's the Beamer of 55s. That might be Alan Monk? No, 560.
Is it 960? Was it Corey Colt?
I believe so, sir. I thought I read 560, but I could be wrong. There's another Beamer. While we try to figure that out,
I'm fairly certain it was Colt, because I think that was the only BMW that was kind of around that area.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Just didn't want to call it too early.
No. If it wasn't, we apologize.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Shane Lewis here. He's up in the P11. He's about 4 about 4/10 down on Anthony Lombardo. He's coming up quick though, as he's trying to get P10 away from Anthony Lombardo there. Anthony Lombardo doing a good job of taking a defensive line there. And as we come across, if he's not careful, Mr. Pellerin's going to come in and take that position on the inside there. He's careful enough.
Very opportunistic from Pellerin there. He just about got up there on the inside.
Would have been the move of the night, to be honest.
Yeah, and I have to say, you know, we do have 2 early pitters, and it's not the worst call, just because the wet tires degrade so little when they're in their usable temperature and the track is wet. So pitting early isn't the hugest penalty that you'll see.
That is true. And then if you got the PSIs wrong, this gives you a chance to get them right and get them up there.
Yeah, good point.
Vienna still chasing down Edward Ryan. He's 0.3 behind him right now, and he looks to be threatening now. And Edward Ryan is gonna get attacked here. Let's go on to the splitter cam. Bam! As we go through the chicane here. Oh, can he get it done? It looks like he's on the inside. Oh, and he gets it done on the inside there.
Man, I thought Watt was gonna get the cut back there. No, Vienna said
no chance. No chance whatsoever. Vienna Mod just taking it and saying bye, and then Zach Watt was not careful enough because he had. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Edward Ryan was not careful enough, and Zach Watt came up behind and snuck in and got another position from him. And that's who he is fighting now. Edward Ryan is trying to take that position back from Zach Watt, who snuck in like a thief and took it at the middle of the night. Like my little analogy there.
That was great. I love it. Yeah, I'm looking at our biggest movers. No one, as far as up goes, we have Ramon Lorenzo up 8 positions in the P16, and Stearns up 6 to P22. And we won't talk about people moving down because we want to be positive.
Positive.
Good vibes.
Shane Lewis now making an attacking move on Anthony Lombardo now into T1. He showed him something, but didn't go through yet as they make turn 1. He's still behind him and threatening, but behind Shane Lewis is Stephen Pellerin. And it looks like Edward Ryan is going down, or he had a little bit of a stoppage going on because we got a flag for him. And then boom, Shane Lewis almost getting it on the inside down there with Mr. Anthony Lombardo.
Yeah, and however happened, Kovac got by. Let's see if we can catch that in the pit. No, I think we already missed it. Oh, but looked like Edward Ryan was giving Kovac the flashers there, so maybe
a little,
feeling a little hard done there. Yeah, possibly in turn 2.
Could be.
The conventional line in turn 2 does give you a late apex, so you kind of take a wide line on entry and turn in late. So it's very possible to get up on the inside there and really put someone off. So maybe that was it.
Yeah, and right now we're on board with Stephen Pellerin right now, and he is behind Shane Lewis and Anthony Lombardo. They're still fighting up ahead. He's still trying to get up to them as they fight, but he's trying to find traction. You can tell, you can see that wheel twitching around like crazy tonight. Whoa, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some action in turn 1.
Yeah, we're going to see it for sure. And let me throw it up to the heli now.
Oh, was that Lombardo went super wide in the final turn there?
I think he messed up, and now he loses that position to Shane Lewis. And now he's under attack from Stephen Pellerin. Stephen Pellerin, does he chuck it into T1?
No.
Oh, man. Breaks a little late, but everything's still okay. And now Mr. Pellerin going up on the outside. As they come through turn 2, can Pellerin make it happen here? And they go, and they get a little bit of a bumperoo there, but still nothing going on. Pellerin takes the inside, shows it, but does not go. And Ryan Clark
Oh, he's
putting
got
up
a
the
run on
inside. He's got the
him. Ooh,
run.
someone's gonna back out here.
No one's gonna back out.
Oh,
And that's what happens when no one backs out.
oh no! I can't. On my bingo card, car on the inside crashing was not what I had. I had car on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still.
They did not back out.
No, and honestly, if it wouldn't have been wet, Pellerin would have been in a really good spot. Whoa!
And there goes Ryan Clark.
He saved it and then had the tank slapper. Unbelievable. Got turned
But
around
now-
though.
Where to come in?
Careful. Yep. Not the worst re-entry.
That was actually pretty clean.
Oh.
And let's give some love to Brad Garman back here. He's in P26. He's trying to make a move on Mr. Alan Long. Alan Long's back here in the 555 in the Porsche.
Oh, who's that?
Oh,
no. We're run again.
Brian Banks.
Oh no. I'll catch that in the pit. We'll run that back to see what happened.
And let's go, Mr. Brad Garman. Let's get him, Brad. As he tries to take an out different line from Alan Long to see if he can get the grip so he can get around here on the inside. And in that pit, you could see the accident that happened there with Brian Banks.
And Ryan Clark has opted to take their pit stop, and I think that's probably the right call there.
And there you go, Mr. Brad Garman taking the inside line away from Alan Long, and he gets that move done into turn one. There you go, buddy. P23 for you now. And then we got Mr. Nolan Witt, who was doing pretty good today in the qualifying. He's dropped down to P20. He's 0.3 behind Roger Dismukes, trying to get something here going so he can make the push to further positions.
We're really, except for that big train there starting in the midfield, we're really starting to spread out.
Yeah. And let's go and look at Mr. Roger Dismukes right now, or I'm sorry, Roger Rodriguez, because he's in P1 and he's enjoying a 4.6 lead right now. So that's what it looks like behind him. Nobody behind for 4.6 seconds. And then Fernando Cotoria is in P2. Did a heck of a job the last time we were here, which was 2 weeks ago. It's Spa, so he's up into second now. Neil Leader is 4.3 behind him, and Vienna Ma is now on the hunt for Neil Leader. He wants P3. He's got those tires up into temperature, and oh no, who's that going off?
That was Duong Bong Leo. It went wide. Vienna Ma is wanting to make moves.
He wants it, and he's on the outside now. It looks like he took the inside line. He took it away from Mr. Neil Leader. Vienna Ma up into P number 3, and he's making moves. He's gonna fight the top dogs now.
It did look to me like Ma maybe went off track on the exit of 4. Yeah, we'll see here in the replay.
Oh yeah. But did he get pushed, or?
I don't think he got pushed, but I think the steward. I don't know.
Gaining an advantage.
He obviously was able to carry more speed, but with the amount of gap that was there, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a steward.
Yeah, me neither.
They can make the hard decisions. We can just talk about them.
I'm just not going to do anything. Thank you very much. Tristan Zamora is saying that was gaining an advantage off track.
I think I agree.
Yeah, and then Sarbarius saying, nah, that's just him going off and getting an advantage in my eyes, too.
We have a drive-through. I think it's Connor Farrell and P22.
What did you do, Connor Farrell? What did you do, sir?
Gotta be track cuts because they haven't pitted.
Oh, man.
And he's serving it right away.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Not the longest pit lane we have, but still a big penalty.
Yeah. Corey Colt now. He's up into P12, chasing down Anthony Lombardo in P11. Ooh, you know what? Zach Watt is now behind Neil Leader, but it looks like Neil Leader had something happen.
Oh no.
He's off right now. He's a 770. He had an accident. Let me show you that replay. This is it. Zach Watt and Neil Leader.
Help or just gonna be on his own? I think he maybe is gonna get help. Nope. No, it's gonna be outside curb.
Wait.
No. Nope, he got help.
He got help. Oh man.
Oh man, yeah. Now down to P9. That's tough.
Very tough. Very tough. Let's go to Ramon Lorenzo, who's in the all-black Porsche.
Ramon, you've been here long enough. You know how to upload your livery. Come on.
You know how to upload livery, sir. But Ramon Lorenzo in P17 chasing down Michael Santos for P15. Michael Santos there up ahead of him, and he gets closer and closer and closer. Let's go to that splitter cam. Bam.
I think you went to the splitter cam the exact time I went to the hood cam.
The hood cam. It's because we're in sync.
Yeah.
Oh man. And who is that on the right? Uh-oh. Corey Colt dropping down, it looks like. The 806. No, that was Brad Garman again. Huh. So this is what happened
I saw
between
both of them dropping positions.
Brad and Cameron Beeson. This is what happened.
Oh, Corey Colt dropped it on the outside curb and smoked the inside wall on the main straight.
And then there's your little pepperoo there with the other Brad Garman. Ramon Lorenzo there. We're back with Ramon Lorenzo. Trying to get some good action going on here. Roger Rodriguez, a little bit of an update for everybody. Roger Rodriguez 6.6 ahead of Fernando Cotoria now, so it looks like Roger Rodriguez is on the warpath of getting P1 tonight. We still got 42 minutes for the pit window. Everybody's still got a pit. So
and Cotora's doing pretty good lap times. I mean, the last lap was about it was a little over 4/10. Vanama in P3 is lapping only 2/10 on the last lap, but the lap before that it was a lot more than that. So we could have a fight on for P2.
let's
See
get
how
it,
things
man.
go.
Yeah, because it looks like he's doing good. Zach Watt too is he's in fourth now, but right now we're on board with Andrew and Stephen Pellerin. Stephen Pellerin is up ahead. He's knocking on the door as well. Let's see.
That is a gaggle of cars.
It is, man. It's like, yeah. Whoa.
Could have gotten a better exit there, but just in the wet, it's just so hard.
Yeah, it is. But look at how much he gains too. He made that mistake and he's still gaining like crazy, but almost losing it there. And if he's not careful, Andrew's going to come up and take that position away from him. And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. Andrew being Andrew and taking that away, and there goes Stephen Pellerin, and now he's got Michael Santos behind him. Michael Santos wanting to take the inside, does not it shows it, but does not move on it. And Ramon Lorenzo too is behind. He says, I want some too, give me it. I want mine supersized, please. But they're all still in line. Into turn 9 they go.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone stuck in this battle is thinking pit. If this was me, I think this is around the time I said, well, let's get some clean air, get out of the spray, let these guys fight, and hopefully I can hop a couple positions.
Exactly.
Because as we talked about earlier, the wet tires just degrade so slowly that 40 minutes on them is nothing.
Exactly.
I one time did an endurance race. It was at Zandvoort, and it started raining with about 3 hours left from the race. I think it was an 8-hour race. And
I just took your advice, sir.
Yeah, someone's listening. Ramon, I see you. My teammate did 2 hours and 40 minutes on one set of wet tires.
Dang.
Yeah. It was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen, and it gained us like 10 positions by him just coming in and grabbing fuel when everyone else was changing tires and changing drivers. He was just like, nah, dude, I'm cool. Just keep me in.
That's insane. I like it. I love hearing stories like that, man.
The best thing that happened after that was I got in the car with like an hour under. Oh, who was that? Was that Shane Lewis?
Shane Lewis, yes, sir. Let me replay that right now. It looks like he did it by himself.
Yeah, I think he probably took too much. He maybe took too much curb on the entry, but probably on the exit, and just spun the outside rights. Yeah, that's. I mean, you can do that in the dry. Doing the wet is so easy.
Hey, at least he reversed out of here.
I'll say one thing that our D5 drivers have learned this season. There's so many situations that we've just seen just from tonight where there could have been a bad rejoin or not holding brakes, and they're all behaving very well.
Yeah. It's really good to see the progress with them. They're all learning.
Yeah. 100%.
Love it. Love to see it. And then,
but anyway, the end of that story was my teammate, when I got back in the car for the last stint of the race, he put me on a used set of dry tires.
No. A used set. No.
I got in the car and I was doing laps. Like I went out on a green track, and lap times were slow. And then like he got optimum, and I was just like 2 seconds slower than I should have been. I was like, did you put me on used tires? He's like, I didn't look. And I was like, that's fair. You were just in the car for almost 3 hours.
Oh, man. What did you do to me? And then Andrew, geez, I would have been steaming mad. But at the same time,
my boy Eric, we cut our teeth endurance racing together, and we had a lot of good times.
That's good. Endurance racing is another monster, man. That's a fun time too, man. That's another great one.
Oh, it's a blast. Witt pitted. I don't know where they were at when they pitted. I wasn't tracking that, but that has to be our highest running driver to have done their pit stop.
Yeah, he's coming out now.
No, he didn't fix the damage either. That's bold.
He said, I'm in and I'm out. Bold strategy, Cotton. And Ramon Lorenzo is still in the pit.
He's fixing his damage for sure.
Wait, he's been in here for a while now, hasn't he?
He has been stopped for 20 seconds. But yeah, it looked like maybe he had to. Oh, I wonder if he didn't fulfill his requirements, had to come back in.
Oh, no.
Because we clocked him going in a while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Unless there's another black Porsche.
There might be. No, but that was Ramon Lorenzo because we saw it on
Yeah,
the,
we were on him. Yeah.
Oh,
That's interesting.
uh-oh. Andrew had dropped back. Something happened with Andrew in the number 180. This is what happened with Andrew. Oh, he disconnected. That's what happened.
Oh no.
Yeah. Andrew has disconnected.
No, I still see it. Or Race Control has him.
Yeah, Race Control has him, but oh, there we go. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is. It just keeps dumping him. He's in
Interesting.
P14 right now.
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, so right now with Steven Pellerin right there in P12, we can see him right there in the back shot of Michael Santos and then Andrew. There he is.
Yeah.
Keeps flashing in and out. So hopefully the connection gets stable so he doesn't get dropped out. But Andrew is fighting Michael Santos, and Michael Santos is saying, "No, sir, please do not take my position."
And while we were watching that, Lombardo has pitted, Stearns is pitted, and Clark is in the pits.
Nice. Edward Ryan now in P6. He's trying to look menacing to Mr. Aaron Kovac. He's in the Mustang, and he takes the inside out of turn 1, and it looks like now they're side by side. He's got to give him space for this, and it looks very, very pleasing. And then Aaron goes wide a little bit. Oh no, they thankfully did not do anything there. That was a little scary. Yeah, that's good racing.
Beeson has a drive through in P18. Pellerin is in the P16. Yeah, I think this is going to be dominoes. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of pitting. Oh!
Edward Ryan on the inside.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it done, but does he mess that up? He does not. Aaron Kovac now down to P6. And Edward Ryan up into P5. Now that he's got clear air, can he get a gap going now and move forward towards Zach Watt in P4?
I kind of hope not, because I kind of want to watch these two just race for the next 33 minutes. But
yeah, me too. Me too.
No, Edward Ryan has other things on his mind.
Yes, sir. We got a white flag for Mr. Cameron Beeson. Not sure what happened.
He served his drive through. Maybe it's just slow coming out of the pits.
Yeah.
It's weird to get a white flag for that, though.
Yeah, it's weird. And then Roger Rodriguez is still out in front right now. He's got an 8.2 second gap to Fernando Catoria.
Long live 13 drive through.
No, that drive through.
They're easy to get. Turn especially 4 and turn 11, they will get you. I have another endurance race story. Same teammate. We had a 4-hour race here. My teammate started the race. He got 2 track cut warnings in his first stint. I got in the car. I proceeded to get 4 in my stint.
Oh man.
He got back in the car, and then he got 4 himself in the next stint. And then I got 2 more to get our last drive through the race.
Oh man. That must have been painful.
Brutal. It was the first time we had raced here in GT3s, and yeah, we learned a lot.
Oh man. That's gotta be brutal. That's brutal for sure.
It's one of those things where I think I did qualifying. I think we started 4th. And we're like, oh man, we got a really good shot at a podium, maybe at a win. And then we just crapped the bed. Edward Ryan drive through in P5.
No way.
Wow. That is brutal.
It is getting brutal out there in the wet.
Man. And one thing I've seen here before, and I don't know if anyone here has gotten it, because I think it's normally when you're changing from dry to wet or wet to dry, but you can get a double track cut at turn 11. It's totally possible. I've seen it happen. I don't know the logic behind it, but it can happen, and it can really bite you if it happens to you.
Dang you, turn 11.
It's so much fun, though. It's one of those things where I feel like most people that are sim racing, like their first taste around this track was probably like in the F1 games, where like you can just rip turn 11 so hard. Like you just lift, no braking. I mean, you're so quick through there. And then these cars, it feels like you're just driving a freaking truck.
Yeah. Oh, man. That is so true. I think F1 was my first taste in this track.
It was definitely mine.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I honestly I don't know if this has ever been like a Forza or like a Gran Turismo. I'm sure it had to have been at some point.
Totally forgot about Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I was over at my sister's house over the weekend, and my brother-in-law, he does a little bit of racing. He has a wheel, but he doesn't use it, so he mostly races a controller, and he does like weekly races in GT7. And I had never really seen GT7 before, and he was playing a little bit. I was like, okay, that's kind of rough.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that leader?
And that is Mr. Mark Allen making a move on
Allen on Mummery.
Yep, Allen on Mummery. Allen got it done.
The Maz drive through.
No, that's what. Oh man.
Toyota is pitting.
It is the case of the drive-throughs. Mark Allen getting up into P6, but now Vienna Maw is in the pits because he got a drive-through.
Man. And I think that was serving the pit. Well, no, I think they probably got it and then pitted. I personally would have done I personally would have. Nope, they did serve the drive-through.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in
I thought I saw
now.
I thought I saw them pulling out of a pit slot when I looked over. That is my bad.
Banana Quatoria is in the pit and now out of the pit. He's in 11th right now.
We'll see if he. I think he's gonna come out.
Now down to 12th.
I think he's gonna come out in clean air. Yeah, he will. A lot of clean air.
Now to 13th, and in front of him, he is 4 seconds behind Brad Garman. Brad Garman in P12. Brad Garman still needs a pit.
I hadn't clocked what the gap was at the top, but I mean, if I'm Rodriguez, I
keep going.
Man, you really don't want to come out in any type of traffic at this point. I would probably, unless I can clock Katoira's lap times, I'm going to be the last person to pit.
Right now, we got a fight with Cameron Beeson and Nolan Witt right now. They're both fighting coming out of the last corner, coming down into turn 1. Cameron Beeson is taking the inside line, but goes a little bit too wide, and now Nolan Witt takes it.
Ooh, and Corey Cole with stop and go 30 for speeding in the pit lane.
No, Corey Cole. And they're dropping like flies today. Anthony Lombardo now up into 18th. Jeez, Edward Ryan back there now. He's in P10 after surfing that drive-through. He's behind Michael Santos again.
And Vienna Maw comes right back in immediately to do their pit stop. As well as Neil Leader right in front of him. So that's, I think that was like P7, P8.
Does Edward Ryan send it on the inside? He shows, but does not go. I felt like he had it.
Yeah, I thought he certainly could have gotten the overlap there, but thinking long term.
Yeah, very smart.
I'm surprised how many drivers haven't pitted yet.
Exactly. I think they're all just waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah, the only one I think makes perfect sense is Rodriguez, because there's no reason to pit
Yeah, no.
before the
heck
car
no.
behind you at this point.
Yeah, just keep going because you got clear air. Once you start getting into like a couple cars and start getting traffic, then I would start thinking about pitting. But Roger Rodriguez, again, going around, does not come into the pits, and he is up 28 seconds right now. 28-second lead from P2, and P2 is Zach Watt. Then you got Aaron Kovac, who's in P3. He's in a very lonely P3 right now, 5.7 behind Zach Watt and 6.5 ahead of Mr. Mark Allen, who's in P4, who's also got another lonely race going on. And then Corey Mummery is in P5 there in the Italian job Ferrari. Then Dan Thibodeau's up into P6 and Michael Santos into P7. As far as positions gained today, Michael Santos has got 10. And then he's second place for most gained positions. The most gained today is going to be Dan Thibodeau with 13. He's gained 13 positions, and then it comes Michael Santos, and then Alan Long. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. No, what was that?
I think someone was being a little cheeky in the BMW.
I think
That
so
or just
too.
that, or maybe the McLaren maybe wasn't as aggressive on the line as they would have liked.
Let's see that again.
I don't think it was anything intentional. I think it was just
Kind of a miscommunication.
well, I think it was maybe someone more confident on the line, getting to the line. They maybe sped. I don't know.
Oh no.
That'll be. We'll see how that shakes out. It was hard. It's hard to tell where the entry line was because there's not a line across the track there.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
The sign itself is on the inside of the pit lane, so we couldn't see it. But
Neil Leader and Vienna Mall now fighting. Neil Leader takes the inside into turn one. And can he get the move done? He does, but can he stick to the inside? He does, and he comes out very beautifully out of turn one in front of Vienna Mall now.
So Katoira's first flying lap out of the pits was a 53.0. Compared to Roger Rodriguez's last lap was a 52.9. So now Roger Rodriguez, you pit on the last lap, and then you don't pit anytime before that, unless you catch traffic, which he is about to do. So I think maybe this lap or the next lap. Oh, we have a yellow.
Dan Thibodeau.
Car 44. Oh no!
The number 44. Let me take you to what happened.
Is it?
Oh, he had help from, I believe that was Mr. Steven Pellerin. No, Roger Dismuse. I'm sorry.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
And now, how did they crumble? Nolan Witt is in 14th right now. He's chasing Michael Santos down for P13. And then Vienna Mall. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Witt's going to be pretty disappointed, from where they started, but they're having a really good recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Considering I think they dropped completely to the back of the pack after that. It's on the first lap.
Very true. He's doing pretty good from dropping all the way to the back to now up into 14th, and you still got a good spot going on. You still got a couple people that need a pit. I think he can do well as long as he doesn't get any kind of track cuts that throw him back.
Ooh, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood all day. And then who do we have? Somebody's dropping back right now again.
That was Dismukes and Thibodeau pitting.
Okay. So Neil Leader up into P9 now.
Yeah, so we still have Rodriguez, Allen, Mummery, Bongbonglio, Moing, and Beeson to pit. And Clark in P24 with a drive-through. Did he? Did he have one earlier? I think he did have one earlier.
I think so.
Oh, that's rough.
Man, it's a lot of, yeah. Let's go back to Nolan Witt again. Up into 12th. Now he's up into 12th. Andrew is coming out of the pit, right? Yeah, he's coming out of the pit. No, something happened to Andrew a second ago. The 180. This is what happened with him. Got a yellow flag.
Too much curb.
Maybe?
Nope. Clean. Maybe
Looks
here.
clean there. Yeah. There. No.
Exit
Oh,
curb.
yep, there you
Oh,
go.
the white line. The white line.
Oh man. But now we go to Vienna Mall, who's chasing down Neil Leader. Neil Leader up ahead, Vienna Mall behind. It looks like Vienna Mall has found tire temperature and is getting back up onto the rear of Neil Leader. Neil Leader there on the inside.
Yeah, and as we remember, these two pitted at the exact same time after Mall had to serve the drive-through.
Yes, sir.
So this is some. I mean, Vienna Mall's, I think, been probably the second fastest driver on track, aside from Rodriguez. So the fact that Leader is able to keep him behind is very impressive. I mean, Leader's pace before the incident that dropped him down to like P9 was pretty good.
Yeah.
So certainly not a slouch.
That's
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
fast laps. Well, this tells a bit of a different story. Vienna Mall's fastest lap of the race, 52.6. Leaders is a 53.4.
Wow.
Vienna Mall definitely has. I mean, yeah, you can see it watching this on board.
Yeah.
Vienna Mall definitely has pace, but this is. I mean, most tracks in ACC are hard to overtake, and I mean that's just kind of the nature of the GT3 racing. But around here, I mean, it's doubly so. I feel.
Oh, here we go.
So
Does he smell a
clean.
move? He does.
Oh, get the cut back. Oh.
But it's okay. It's a little taparoo, and we're all still good. Everybody's still alive. So, I mean, if you don't mind the little negative points for safety, then everything's still cool.
No, Vienna Mall is. I think if they wouldn't have gotten that drive-through, I think they. Oh, Roger Rodriguez has pitted.
Hey,
So
Rodriguez in the pit.
Allen has taken the lead, but Rodriguez comes out very
P3.
clear over Toira.
Yeah.
Not
19,
even
16 seconds ahead.
close. Yeah, it's a huge gap.
Yeah. Nolan Witt here on Michael Santos again, still fighting it here as we go on to the splitter cam here. Whoa, that's a weird splitter cam.
That is. I've never seen that before.
I haven't either. It looks kind of weird. Maybe it's because it's the Lamborghini. Does anybody else have a Lamborghini around here?
Yeah, let's I'll hop onto the other one. Where is it? Oh no, did they?
And there goes Aaron Kovac. Uh-oh.
Oh, I think the other Lamborghini has DNF'd. Dang.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and
back to race. Okay, and we are back, supposedly. There we go.
There we are.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and as I popped it in chat, but Alan pitted, so Mummery has taken the lead of the race for now. We saw Bonolio and Lewing left to pit, and Stearns has a drive-through from P18.
Yeah, buddy. P18 Stearns getting a drive-through. Man, how many drive-throughs is that for today?
Gotta be 6, I think.
6. Damn.
Maybe more.
Yeah, I think you're right, sir.
Well, I was part of a team that got 4 drive-throughs in a 4-hour race, so I can't throw stones on this one. I literally cannot.
I just pretend like I didn't get all those 4 drive-throughs.
Another fun fact about that race, if I remember correctly, I think that was the first time I ever raced against Ryan Yee, and he won the race. So, you know.
No way. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy. Like, there's, I think him and Jeff Spangler, I had raced against them in like RCI endurance races. And then, like, I think we all started in SRA at the same time. I was just like, oh, in my first season I was in D1, I was like, oh, these guys are so much faster than me. I'm in the same division as them. This is silly. Like, what are you guys doing? Get me out of here.
I'm out of here, man. You guys are cheating.
Dwayne Bonglio pits, so just Lewing and Mummery left.
Oh, man. We just saw Nolan Witt try to make a different line to try to see if he can get something going on the Michael Santos, who were on board on the rear wing cam right now, but did not work out so well for him. And now Anthony Lombardo in P13 is chasing down Aaron Kovac. He's 0.4 behind. He takes the inside into turn 1, and he makes the move and gets it done. He's up into P12. Anthony Lombardo there for you.
Nicely done.
And then there's the 2 Mustangs there, the teammates, Aaron Kovac and Dan Thibodeau. Let's see what kind of team orders we get here.
It looks like, at least for the second, Thibodeau maybe has a little bit more pace. Thibodeau did just come out of the pits. I don't know if they are. Oh, and Thibodeau with the drive. No! Oh, he was having such a good race.
He tried to slow down at the last second so it wouldn't count, but it counted, and there you go. No more team orders. Go to the back of the line. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to jail.
It's one of those things in turn 4 where you don't want to be that close to the car in front of you, but if you're not, then you have no chance in turn 5. And turn 5 is an overtaking opportunity. So they just
switched
that, but Kovac lost the position though.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think that was intentional.
That might have, maybe something happened. Who knows?
I don't know if it almost looked like Kovac maybe was going wide and had to lift.
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
I'll hop onto the replay and let's see. Let's hop on bonnet cam. See if he was.
It did look
I think he was going wide. And I think he put a big lift in. So yeah, I don't think that was intentional. I think it was a preservation. And then sometimes losing a position is better than having to drive through.
That is true. And then we got Mr. Mark Stearns chasing down Mr. Fingen there. And then Ramon Lorenzo ahead of these guys, who's chasing down. Ramon Lorenzo getting that move done on Steven Pellerin right now, but then Steven Pellerin taking it back. Here they are, Ramon Lorenzo.
Oh, Thibodeau with a stop and go 30 will serve the drive-through. Oh, that's the one thing you can't do when you're serving a drive-through is you gotta stop and go 30. You cannot. Oh, that is
oof contra, oof contra, oof. That's another oof. Oh, man.
You heard him, folks.
Dan Thibodeau. Stop go 30 after trying to serve that drive-through. That is not a good day for him.
The craziest thing is he's not super out. I think he's gonna stay in the top 20 probably.
Oh yeah.
So not the worst thing, but I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, going from an easy top 15 to that is not ideal. But these things do happen. Oh no! And I just hopped to that. That
looked bad.
Kovac.
That looked really bad.
Let's go to the replay on that. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I should have gone back further.
Yeah. That was the 185, right?
Yeah, that's Kovac. That front end's done.
Huh.
I went back 15, so it might
Probably
not.
30?
You know, you stay live. I'll
Yeah,
I'll go into the actual replay and
You
hop
got
back
it, sir.
forward. So we can stay
board.
live.
With Mr. Ramon Lorenzo.
Yeah, we don't want our
Ramon Lorenzo's got the windshield hack too.
See, we're looking for Kovac. Here we go. Oh. Too much exit curb on turn 3, got on the AstroTurf and smoked the wall. Oh, almost went back onto the racing line, but held the brakes and Dismukes was able to get through. But yeah, that Mustang has had better days.
Yeah. Ramon Lorenzo showing on Steven Pellerin, but does not go. It looked like he was going to commit to it, but didn't afterwards. But now we got Mark Stern on Fingen here again, and they come through turn number 1 here.
You know, I'm a little bit surprised. I know that Fingen had the pit lane start, but I kind of thought that they would make up more ground.
Yeah, I know. I did too. Especially with clear
That's gotta be
air.
disappointing. Yeah, because Fingen's on the P1 Team Championship team, right? With
Yeah. Exactly,
who's
sir.
their teammate? Is it Ryan? Edward Ryan are teammates, I believe.
I will tell you right now. Give me 1 second.
I'm 90% sure it's them and Edward
Okay,
Ryan.
so it is Riley Greer and Fingen.
Ah, Riley Greer. Okay, yep. Yeah. I mean, you know, these things happen. Bad
Yeah.
track. Oh, Ramon.
Ramon, what happened, sir?
We only had 8.5 minutes left, Ramon.
Oh no. And then we got Nolan Witt, who's up in P9.
Yeah, it's still this recovery drive. I think I said earlier, a good chance of the top 10, and
Hey, Corey Mummery is in first place, and he's still got a hit to go. Roger Rodriguez is behind him 1.3 seconds, right? So Corey Mummery, who is his teammate?
Let's see that livery, the Italian job livery.
Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark, yep.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe he was gonna like hold him up, maybe.
Oh yeah, if it was Katoira, yeah.
Yeah, look at this. They're fighting.
Honestly, this is a little bit of a hack in these races.
Yeah.
The penalty for not pitting is not that harsh.
Really?
I think it depends on the track. This is, since it's a shorter track, it's harsher, but I think it's a 2-minute penalty. But the way ACC works, if you are not on the lead lap, then the time penalty does not apply to you. So like even if it's a let's just say a 90-second lap, and you finish a lap down, but you finish 95 seconds behind the leader and they have a 2-minute penalty, you don't get their position. It only goes back to the people that were on the same lap as them. It's insane that they do it that way. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. So
And as we speak about it, Corey Mummery just went into the pit.
yeah, and I was going to say I don't think Corey Mummery's trying to game anything, and I don't think in this situation it would be helpful. I think them pitting, just pitting and coming back out is better.
I know of one hack where if you're in the pit stall behind the start finish straight, that you could like pit on the last lap.
Mm-hmm.
Heard of that?
Yep.
I'm not going to name the tracks because I don't want to give anybody any ideas, but yeah.
Yeah. That also leads to the if there's pit stalls, pit stalls that are after the start finish line, you can do the dummy lap where you basically return to pits and then leave the pits, and it doesn't count you as having done a lap. So you can, so essentially, if you're planning on racing an SRA at any point in time, close your ears. You can cheat on your hot lap, and you can do like one just super hot lap, go back in the pits, come back out, and then do 4, and that will count as 5. It's super weird, and it has to do with the Nordschleife and the dummy and the Joker lap.
Oh, the Joker lap, that's right.
Which is what caused it. So there are some tracks you can do it on. It's a very small number. I'm doing hand gestures for some reason. I don't know why. That's where we're at for the evening.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. I know exactly what you're talking about. Good times. We got Michael Santos here now. It's P9.
Yeah, I was about to say Santos, P9 on Witt, and then Karma on Lombardo. So yeah, we got some battles.
We got some battles
Actually,
coming
I'm
up.
gonna hop on with I think that's what we were just on was Finjan Stearns and Lloyd. So yeah, I'll stay here on Garmin.
Okay. I'll stay here while Michael Santos and Nolan Witt, and then when we get a chance, we'll go back to Finjan and Alan.
Yeah,
Martin.
I'll keep an eye on that gap, and if it gets close, I'll hop back to it.
You got it, sir. Sounds like a plan. Michael Santos now.
Yeah.
Gaining on Nolan Witt in this wet race in the Hungaro for round number 5. We got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this round. What else can we do? If Nolan Witt isn't careful, I just saw him go off track there. He might get another track cut. And go to track cut jail.
Straight to jail. Next one.
Yeah, straight to jail. Get out of here.
Yeah, honestly, I think Nolan definitely has the pace to stay ahead. And it's just keep it clean. Ooh. A little bit of a moment there mid-corner.
Oh, and you know what? That just reminded me, if you are enjoying this stream and you're having a good time with us, make sure you drop a like. That helps us out a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because I haven't refreshed it, but I liked it when I first brought it up, and it's the only like that's on there. I'm pretty sure when I refresh right now, it's going to be a lot more than 1. But
Oh, yeah, it's up to 4 now.
yeah,
Yeah, we got 4. Let's get 5.
No, we appreciate all of you for being patient with us tonight. We know we started a little bit late. We love you guys.
Yeah, that was my bad. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, Henry's just
Doing things.
saving, just
Saving
saving
kitty
the area
cats.
he lives in.
just like Jay says, I saved too many kitty cats.
Jay did put in his announcement earlier that he said, don't ping me unless you want me to DNF on lap 1. I was like, well, maybe I want you to DNF on lap 1.
Yeah. What if I want
Maybe-
you to DNF?
Yeah. Maybe that's what I want to see tonight. Just kidding. Jay does so much work for us and for the commentators and streamers. He's a fantastic resource, fantastic person, but he's British. It's just, he's British.
Go drink your tea. Get out of here.
You know what's weird is
I don't
I switched from coffee to tea during the pandemic because I just needed to change something in my life.
Yeah.
I was just like, something has to change right now. I've been in my house for 9 months by myself with my dog. Something has to change in my life. So yeah, I switched to tea from coffee. Now I'm back on coffee.
Oh yeah, I would have switched too. Yeah.
I will say, some really good teas out there, but coffee's better.
Sleepy time tea?
I do like a sleepy time tea. I really like it. It's an Earl Grey variant. It's called Lady Grey, but it's Earl Grey with it has orange and bergamot peel in it, and I don't know what a bergamot is. Apparently, it's a fruit. And it's a very fruity, delicious tea, and I really enjoy it.
I need to try that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ramon Lorenzo again is up on Mr. Finjan.
I thought you were going to say he wrecked again.
Oh, no.
Please, no.
He's up on Finjan. Let's see if he can make a move done. If you can get it done here. But then Mark
He's got
Allen has got a
some
yellow flag.
Big send. Ooh.
And the cameraman didn't give me anything.
Get the sign out of the way.
Stupid cameraman. I'm going to go back 10 seconds.
Unbelievable camera work.
That's
what we got.
It wasn't enough.
I feel like that's one of those probably okay moves, but
yeah,
that was a bold move by Ramon. He certainly he was entitled to space, from what we see going out of the corner. I think that was probably okay, but
yeah,
again, we're not stewards.
No siree, that is not my job. And we got Brad Garman here.
Yeah, we're zeros on the clock.
We are zeros, and our Mr. Leader, Mr. Roger Rodriguez, is behind.
I got him on the pit.
There we
keep
go.
It there. We can keep watching the battles.
And let's see if Brad Garman can do something here. Bam, splitter cam as we come through to get the last lap done.
Yeah, he's gonna have a whole lap to attack here, so
he better attack well.
Our leader is in the final corner, and he has dominated, absolutely dominated.
And there you go, Roger Rodriguez in the pit. Congratulations, you are P1. But as we get the battle going here with Brad Garman, he takes the outside, and they come through turn number 2. They are doing well. He tried to get the switchback done, but Mr. Anthony Lombardo was up to that. He said, nope, I know what you're doing. I'm going to stall you out here. And Brad Garman takes back now.
Great defending.
Very good defending.
P2 across the line.
Good job, Mr. Cotoria into P2.
I'll tell you what. I think Vienna Maz. No. Okay, never mind. That was Vienna Maz teammate. Okay. Oh my goodness. I saw a pink Porsche. I saw a pink Porsche in front of Watt, and I was like, what has happened?
Right now, I'm up on Michael Santos. Michael Santos is 0.8 behind Nolan Witt, and he's coming through here. I'm not kidding. I would have been scared. Yeah.
I was like, what? How did we miss that?
Yeah. This is true. I would have missed it.
Oh boy, there we go.
All right, so Michael Santos does not get. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, Vienna P4, Allen P5, Mummery 6, Leader 7, and then Witt brings it home at 8.
And then Michael Santos at 9. Edward Ryan comes into 10th place. Anthony Lombardo is in 11th with Brad Garman in 12th. Then Roger Dismuke is coming up, and after he crosses the line, he's going to be the last one. I'm going to send it to sponsors, and we will see you back in a little bit. And there you go. Way to go, guys. We'll be right back.
Fantastic.
All right, what a friggin' race we had today. That was insane, man. What a good race.
I'm exhausted.
Me too, man. It's just
we sat there and watched. We did nothing.
Yeah, man, that was hard. That had to be super hard for them. super hard for those guys.
I will say, I think this was the cleanest race we've had this season. I think that people were I think obviously everyone in the field couldn't have seen it, but I believe it was Wit that started like P4, I think, in a Lamborghini that had a run into turn 1 and could have made it 3 wide in turn 1, had all the right in the world to do it, and backed out of it and probably lost 2 positions from it. And I don't think that's the type of patience that we've seen from this field this season. And it wasn't just Wit. I think up and down the field all night tonight that they were very conscious of what they were doing and how their moves were affecting the other drivers. Obviously, we still had contact. It's always going to happen. Even D1's going to have contact, you know. I think this was a fantastic race. It was thoroughly entertaining. And I'm very happy with what we saw tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm super happy with what we saw, man. And a lot of progression with the drivers, and they have been doing very, very well. And like you said earlier, instead of trying to make something happen, they were patient. Even though they lost a couple positions, they still decided that it was worth it in the long run to be patient, which was super cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So our race chat is not filling up very well.
We're gonna get Zach Watt in here because he placed 3rd for us.
Yeah.
And so I will get him in right now. Let me bring him in here. And there we go, Mr. Zach Watt. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I am doing all right. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Tell us about your race. Congratulations on P3 tonight.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I ran in a car that's somewhat uncomfortable. I was like, yeah, that was a little rough. But managed. Honestly, I felt like I was kind of hot lapping for a little bit. I didn't have anyone in front of me and anyone behind me, and I don't know if it was because I had no one around, but I like could not find pace to catch up to that part. But
well, if it makes you feel any better, Rodriguez and Gatoya were just on fire.
They were going crazy. I mean, I felt really good in my qual, and then I think I played it a little too safe maybe in turn 1. There's too many people dive bombing. I'm like, it's not worth it to dive in the rain and try and defend this. I could have moved over a little bit, but like I pushed back in the beginning. But it worked out because I mean there were some accidents, there was some lots of drive-throughs, so just staying consistent. I had one off track and that was enough. Like I was like, oh yep, I need to not have those.
That's well done. Yeah, because I think we didn't keep a good count, but I think we counted at least 6. I
was gonna say, I was thinking it was like 6 to 8 somewhere.
Yeah. 6 to 8 sounds right. But yeah, no, I'm glad you actually said something about that going into turn 1, because it was something that we had noted. We believe it was Nolan Witt who had a chance to make it 3 wide for the lead. But backed out of it into turn 1. Do you think that that's kind of everyone in the division kind of making progression? And I mean, we don't, it's been kind of a lot of incidents and things in the division, and it happens. But do you think that everyone's just kind of progressing a little bit and kind of seeing things a little bit better? At least that's the way it looked to us.
I definitely think so. I mean, for this being a rain race, like there was definitely some incidents. I didn't see as many yellow flags pop up. I actually had an incident, so we'll see. I need to review it, but like I hit leader towards the beginning of the race, bumped into him. He was kind of squirrely and like I I misjudged his break point because I think going off of my break point, and that could just be the different cars in the rain. I'm not used to any of the cars in the rain, so I don't know how each of them have to handle it, or it could just be like I could have just missed it when I'm being too antsy. But I apologize because I was like, yeah, I felt shitty for it. I was like, I really wanted to get the pass because I was catching up, but I don't want to get a pass like that. I want just good racing. So but I mean, it was pretty good. There was some people that were really contending up top for a little bit that I was racing with. The beginning was pretty close. It just like by mid-race, it just spread out.
Yeah, I think after about like the first 20 minutes, for the most part, things spread out. And then, you noted that the incident you had. Yeah, I think honestly, as far as like car contact goes, like, we saw some rear end incidents, but other than that, like, I don't think we saw anything that was just like, oh, that's bad driving. Like, it was mostly just racing incidents. And like you said, in the wet, that's super awesome for any division in any league. But to see it in, a division where it's people that are learning and getting faster and things like that, I think it was the best race you guys have had this season.
For sure, and Spa felt like, I know Spa was the most in the whole SRA, but I will say D5 was for the first time not in the top of the incident.
Yeah.
So I think we're getting better. I think I'm getting more comfortable in the car. I know people I'm talking to seem to, like, they're getting the flow. And realistically, like, the first 5 races, minus Spa for some people, have all been on tracks that are not super comfortable tracks for most people. Like Hungaroring can be fine, except for it was in the wet, and then Coda, Snetterton, Indy, all tracks that just people struggle with unless they've been doing it for a long time. And I struggled. I definitely struggled on Snetterton and Indy a lot. So, but no, it felt good.
Did your strategy change at all throughout the race? Like, did you decide that you wanted to come in a little bit later than what you originally thought, or did you just stick to?
I kind of stuck to my strategy. I wanted to be around the 35-ish mark. I was kind of feeling it, like and I had some people behind me, and so I was trying to I had like 5 seconds of damage from, and I just didn't fix it because I had someone who was close behind me too, who pitted the same lap, and I was like, oh, I gotta get out. So I was like, yeah, I'll just deal with that.
Yeah.
But I was pretty close to when I was. It was actually kind of surprising to see. I came out in an okay position. I think I came out in 8th, but there was quite a few people who waited late to pit. I know we had one person wait till like the 5-minute mark left in the race.
Yeah, and that's something that we had talked about during the stream, was just because the wet tires degrade so little that pitting early or pitting late isn't really a penalty as it, like it would be during a dry race. So it's one of those things where if you're in clean air, you just keep going. But if you're in a battle, maybe pit early. But it's always up, to how you feel. And, if you're in a battle, but you feel like you're not being held up, you just stay out. And yeah, so I mean, like Mummery and who ended up in P6. I can't remember where they started, but they ended up in P6, but I think they were outside the top 10 from the start. So it can work out, if you stay out super late.
Katora, I think, pitted early when just watching it, because I was up ahead of him originally, but then he got out and he was up ahead of me, and I just couldn't catch up. Like, he maintained whatever he had.
Yeah, I think he pitted at like the 35-minute mark. So not super early, but a little bit earlier than a lot of people did.
Yeah. Well, nope. I think, Rodriguez did great. Obviously, Rodriguez has some killer times, and so like that was crazy. But he maintained the whole time. He did great. Katora did, I mean, phenomenal, was up there. I mean, I think there was like a 20-second gap there between each of them, like the top three. So very different than like how most of Spa was last week. Most of Spa was super close, and this one spread out pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure. Any parting thoughts you want to leave us with? Shout outs, anything like that?
Did you see my wing?
Oh, I
No,
did not.
gosh dang it. Okay.
So we didn't. It's not potato power. We did famous potatoes because that's like the Idaho famous potatoes across the wing and the actual Idaho potato logo on the back.
Well, we're gonna have to go back and look at that for sure. I will be going back and looking at that. Okay, I will shoot you back down to the race chat. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Have a good restaurant. Oh, go ahead, Henry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say while you do that, I'll get Fernando Cotorio up here.
Sounds good. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you again, Zach, and congratulations again on P3, sir.
Thank you. You guys have a.
Oh, I kind of
Wop wop.
didn't mean to.
We didn't mean to. We're sorry. I swear.
I believe Rodriguez is also in the chat as well.
Ooh, perfect. Well, we got Fernando Cotoria in here with us in the booth, but congratulations on P2, sir. Tell us about your night.
Hey, how are you, man?
Good,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you. It was a tough race, man, with the rain, but you know, chasing Rodriguez, what?
Oh, it looks like his mic cut off there.
Hello? Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, I was saying that Rodriguez is, I mean, his pace is amazing, man. I was not even close to catch him, you know?
It was kind of crazy. Yeah, we did see that tonight. He was on a roll tonight in the wet. Did pretty good. But tell us about your race, man. I know you ended up doing. I think you qualified P2.
Yeah, P2.
Yeah.
No, I qualified P3.
Oh yeah, P3.
Yeah, I got one position in the first turn. I think I hit the throttle just before. I think it was leader. I think Neil.
It was you. You passed leader in lap one. Yep.
Yeah, I was on the inside, so that was it. And then it was like a flat race. I mean, I just ran out of tires like in the middle of the race, so I prefer to go and pit and see what happens later. And then I ran out of tires again. So I tried to, I mean, there was a blue flag in front of me, and I tried to just follow him because I knew that it was impossible to catch Roger. And the guy that was behind me was really far away, so I just preferred to end the race. That's all.
So I know, I don't know if you were paying attention to drive-thrus at all, but I don't know if you saw like just a bunch of people getting drive-thrus today, and if you did, were you worried about it at all?
No, in this track. To be honest, I didn't know that. What happened? Like track limits?
Yeah, a couple track limits, a couple drive-thrus.
Yeah, we think like 6 to 8 people from getting 4 track limit warnings.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm using the Ferrari, which is pretty stable, and I prefer to use the the traction control like really high, like 5 or 6, something like that. And I prefer to sacrifice that instead of going wide or having the chance to spin, right? But that was the price, man. Rodriguez was super fast, and it was not even close. I mean, I tried to push at some time, but it was like, okay, I got 1 second closer, and then again back and back, and so they decided just to fight for the P2.
I think your fastest lap wasn't like super far off of his, but he was
consistent.
Yeah, I think your fastest lap at some point, at least when I clocked it, was like 0.4 off, but he was doing like 52.8s like every lap, you know? And like I think like low 52 was his fastest lap, and I think you got into like the mid 52s, but he was like always mid 52s, and you were bouncing up a little bit. He was so fast; it was incredible.
Exactly. Yes, and then I hit the traffic. Like a lot of blue flags. And I want to mention that the guys were really, really respectful, but it takes like half a track to give space, and that was like keeping me behind and slower and slower. And then I was at some moment I was like P3, and I was like, what the fuck, what happened? And then I noticed the guy in first place, he beat, I think like one was like 5 minutes before the end of the race, something like that. And 5 or 10, I don't remember. And then what? Okay, it was P2, and I just checked, and it was okay. The guy behind me is really far, so I decided to, because it happened to me a lot the last season that I was losing the races like a last minute, or I was trying to push. So I think I'm learning. That's the idea, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You had a fantastic race. Like there's nothing else you could have done. Like Rodriguez was so fast. Like you played everything perfectly. Like you pitted a little. I think you pitted at like the 33 minute markish.
It's something like that. Yes. Because I was hitting traffic.
Exactly.
So I took the cut off.
Yeah, so like not super early, but like you played your hand as well as you could, but like there's just someone else that just was better, and that's what happens. But
yeah, you know what happened? I forgot where was the line, and I was super afraid of because last race I was disqualified because of that.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I said, where's the line? And I just hit the box button in the wheel just before the line, because I was not sure.
Yeah.
Because that's my mistake when I'm practicing. I'm not pitting. I'm just driving and driving, and I'm not pitting, and that was something I completely forgot, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, and I think this is a thing that a lot of people learn. You expect coming through the lower division.
Always, what happened in Spa? Remember that it's like a double pit.
Always practice practice the pit entry. You always have to practice it. Honestly, what I personally do, when I'm getting ready for a race is when I'm finishing a practice stint or whatever, I always pit. I don't return to garage. I always pit. Yeah, and that way I practice the pit entry.
Yeah, I think I'm just anxious,
exactly.
Over.
Yeah,
that's why.
No, and honestly, like I've been recently, not a lot, sim racing for 3+ years, 4 years, something like that. One of the last races I did, I got a stop and go 30 on the pit entry. It happens to everyone. So, in my opinion, you're better being tentative at the line than being aggressive at the line, because the worst you can do is lose a few seconds, but a stop and go 30 is debilitating. So being slow in the line is always better.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? This is like I bought my rig and started in last October, so this is my second season. Because I tried public lobbies and other simulators, and to be honest, this is the best league. So that's why I prefer to driving once a week and doing sometimes what happens is like you win a race like after practicing and you feel like miserable. But then it's to be honest, I prefer this like something like iRacing, like you hit a lot of people, and it's really, really annoying. I prefer to drive with people and talk and have a good competition. That's the whole idea, and enjoy it, right?
Absolutely.
So honestly, to be honest, this is my first podium, because this is my second season. I got the P4, P5, P6.
This is your
Never
first
do.
podium. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And it's on the rain, man.
It's not going to be your last. You're not going to be D5 for that much longer, but it's not going to be your last podium.
I hope.
Yeah, man. Congrats on that. Yeah, I hope it's not your last. It's going to be really good. Really good.
You know why? There is always a friend that is also my partner that is commenting on your transmission. And I think today he's not here. So I'm thinking that he's the guy that is giving me bad luck. So
Yes, I don't remember.
you know what I'm saying?
his-
It's a Rodriguez.
Yes, I know them commenting. They're always giving you mad props, so that's hilarious. I hope they're watching this back later and they're just like, Fernando just talking shit about
Yes.
me.
It's another Argentinian guy. Yeah, we had a few. And this is crazy. So I just texted him, hey man, I got a P2. He's not answering. So I'm saying maybe I'm lucky because of that. I don't know. Yeah, but it was great, guys, and I want to thank you guys for all the efforts on the transmissions and doing this like a professional, like the sport that is amazing and having the transmission, have the opportunity to watch that later. It's amazing.
Well, I will speak for Henry for a second. It's so much fun doing this, and I honestly, at this point and where I'm at, I have more fun doing this than racing. I won't say that for Henry, but yeah, just being able to. Oh,
And I have a
That's
question
awesome.
for you guys.
But being able to provide this for the drivers and their friends and their family, and to watch it live or just come back and watch it later, it's
Yeah.
incredibly satisfying. It really is.
Yeah, and I have a question for you guys. I know that the last race we had a record of penalties, crashes, and accidents, incidents, everything. How was this time? I think it was better, right?
It was a lot better. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
way better.
It was really good. There was probably like 4 or 5 rear end incidents, but other than that, it was pretty clean.
Yeah, so we're doing better. That's
Yeah,
good, man.
you guys.
It was good.
Just the start of the race, like you could tell there was a huge improvement on that, man. It was huge.
Yeah, that's good, man, because we got a lot of penalties and people that I think we have a few starting from the pit line.
Yeah, it happens
and
though
Olivan
everywhere.
and
It's new people, new stuff. It's gonna happen,
Yeah.
but it as the weeks go on, everybody learns each other, gives each other space or whatever, And it's I mean,
definitely.
it's fun, man. It's fun watching you guys go around. It's great commentating, and then I have a great time with Adam and Matt. Matt's not here today, but I have a great time with both
Love
of
you,
these
Matt.
guys. So yeah, I love you, Matt. And then
Thank you, guys.
yeah, dude,
We
it's just so
appreciate
much
that.
fun.
You know that, right? We appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, I usually watch P5 after, before going to bed. I think I'm in the same time zone as you guys, and then I love to watch D6, and I was in D6 last season, so tomorrow I'm going to watch that too, definitely.
Very cool. Well, Fernando, thank you so much for joining us. I was sending you back
My
down to the race chat, but they've all left.
Yeah, I
So-
think they all.
So I don't
Yeah.
have anyone to send
They
you.
were fighting. I think they were fighting with the stream, watching the replays.
Yeah, yeah, they were, but they're all gone. That was super quick. It normally
Yeah, there
takes longer.
was.
than that.
Usually
Yeah.
we have a longer lead time.
Yeah.
If you're still
'Cause, like,
watching, Roger Rodriguez, if you're out there and you're watching, come back into the voice channel so we can get
Yeah.
you.
ping Henry Ramirez or Adam Santana, and we will pull you in right now to talk to you.
Yeah. But anyways, congrats on
yeah.
that. Congrats on that, Fernando. It was a
Thank
really
you.
great race, dude, and we enjoyed watching it.
Yeah,
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah. Congratulations
have a
on
good
your
night,
first podium.
Yeah, first one. Yeah, exactly.
First of many.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you'll get some more, buddy. Congrats. Have a good night.
Thank
a good
you,
one,
man.
man.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, while we wait for Mr. Roger Rodriguez to ping us, either you or me,
I'll wait for a couple minutes.
I will too. Let's go through the season calendar.
Yeah, let's do that because I don't remember what's next.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I wanted to do it.
Wait. Oh, never mind. It's up.
No, okay, wait. I'm coming back.
I saw it already. I saw it. It's Red Bull Ring. I was gonna say let me guess, but I would have been wrong. So I don't want to look dumb on stream. So no,
I'm sorry.
I will say, and I think you and I had talked about this round one. This back half of this calendar, banger, all of them. Red Bull Ring, banger. Barcelona, banger. Imola, banger.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be insane. It's gonna be a pretty awesome smoking last couple rounds, man. I'm excited for Red Bull Ring.
Oh my god, Red Bull Ring is so good for racing. It's gonna be so much fun with these D5 drivers. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh yeah, a ton of freaking fun, man. But
and for me, Barcelona, it's one of the best tracks in the world. I know it's not everyone's preferred layout. I have a hot take. I like the chicane.
I do too.
I like it. I think it's good for racing. I think it's good for racing.
It has. I mean, I thought it was, but some other people don't. But whatever,
Yeah, we're probably wrong because we're dumb. But well, I'm dumb. Henry's not.
I'm kind of dumb too. I don't care.
But I will say, Imola, end of the season. That is a fantastic end of the season track.
Yeah, where you put in your hot stint at, that's where we're finishing off at. That's going to be a good one.
Honestly, it's a great call. Admins, Jason Allen. Hey, Jason, I know you're not watching. Good call, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Good freaking call. But
you know what? It probably wasn't even Jason's call,
Yeah, we'll just attribute it to all the admins.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you, the rest of the admin team that aren't Jason. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Our admin team were the best.
Yeah. So that's going to be round 6 Red Bull Ring, which is next week. And then following that, it's going to be Barcelona. And then after that, it's going to be Imola. So it's going to be a good time. Yeah. I think we've waited long enough to see if we got a ping.
Yeah, if he's not pinging, if he hasn't hopped back in.
That's I don't see anything, sir.
He was in the chat, but I don't know if they just they were like, no, we're all good.
You know what? Let me do something real quick.
Yeah, ping him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not in a hurry. I'm working from home tomorrow, so I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah, same here.
I shouldn't be working from home tomorrow, but I am.
Oh man. And then
go ahead.
Oh wait, my bad. So whoops, wrong one. My bad. Thank you to the sponsors. Yeah, I just forgot that I didn't put the thingy on there. But anyways, thank you to the sponsors for sponsoring us. And you know what? If you had a great time tonight, make sure you drop a like. That's what helps us out in the long run. So thank you for that. And then I'm going to get you the driver standings real quick because we went through them really fast earlier. So this is how they stand.
That's fair. That was before the race.
Yeah. So this is how they look right now.
Katoira might be P1 going into next week, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Wow. I think for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. No, just looking at the other people behind, I think Katoira is going to have a pretty good handle.
Where's Roger Rodriguez? Roger Rodriguez is in P25, so he's 106.
I think he was a late join.
Ah, okay. So then he's gonna get bumped up to at least top 5, maybe.
Well, so yeah, he got 100. So he got 112, I believe. So that's gonna put him at least 208.
208.
Jesus. Yeah. So he's gonna be top 10 easy. I would imagine, but we'll see. You know, this is drop race dependent and things like that.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
But yeah, no, huge week for Roger Rodriguez. Wow.
Yeah, huge week for him. Huge week.
Man, good
and then
for him.
The back portion of the team standings, this is how they look. Steve Pellerin tops the chart at P27 right now. And then you got Ramon Lorenzo, who we just saw having not so awesome night tonight. But he did give us some really good racing tonight.
Gave us some amazing racing.
Yeah, he did. Ryan Clark, Cesare. You got Brad Charlin, Emil Garcia there too. Dan Thibodeau, who got a drive-through and then a stop-go.
Poor Thibodeau. He still had a good finish though.
Yeah, he did. And then here's your team standings. A little bit of a longer look for you guys. Again, G5 Racing's at the top. And then towards the rear, you got GT Motorsports there with 54 points. So,
wow, this is going to be interesting. So Greer, I think DNF'd, and Fingen had the pit lane start, but didn't make a lot of ground. Garmin, I don't think had a great finish, but was solid. Watt was good. Pizzuto didn't race. I did not see their name. Katoira, fantastic race. Santos and Lewis, I didn't clock where they were at. Wow, I think we might have a little bit of shakeup.
I think it's going to be a big shakeup.
Yeah, I think Garmin and Watt are maybe going to take the lead.
Ooh.
That's my assumption, but I might be wrong.
I think you're right.
Oh boy, viewers, if you're still watching, you can fact check me next week and you can tell me I'm wrong. I know you're gonna love that. Tell me I'm wrong.
Nah, you're good, buddy.
These people are amazing. D5 best D. You know what I want to go do, Henry?
What's up, buddy?
I want to go watch Andor.
That's what I gotta do too.
Yeah, but you're on the West Coast, so you can watch it all before you go to bed. I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, well, it's still early for me. It's 8.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This was amazing. D5 best D gave us a great race. I wish we could have talked to our winner who was in chat for no, we didn't mess up. He joined after we had grabbed people, and they just didn't go on long enough. That's not our fault.
Yeah, that's true. We'll get him next time.
If it was our fault, I would say so.
Yeah.
It wasn't our fault. For once, it wasn't our fault.
All right, let's get on out of here. Oh man, thank you again for watching. Again, drop a like, and then we will see you guys next week at Red Bull Ring. So we'll catch you guys later. I am Henry Ramy Ramirez, and I got my man Adam Santana here too.
I'm Adam. Add Ramirez. Oh, damn it, that doesn't work. Okay, nope. Cut it.
Let's get out of here.
Good night, everyone. Talk to you next week.